Alright, we're live. Welcome back, everyone. If you're still keeping up with these, this original was supposed to come out on Friday, but I've had problems with recording all week or all weekend until today. I shut everything down, reset my modem and my router, and I finally got a decent enough signal where I can stream without it juddering. So we don't actually have a lot of Delve to do today, but I did want to go over some more things for Delve. Just because it's stuff I'm finding out as I'm playing, so might as well share them. Alright, so originally this is what I was looking for. I was looking for Vol Outpost and Primeval Chamber. Luckily, I found them really close to each other. I can't remember that ever happening before, ever. And look, I got 3-in-1, 3 Primeval Chambers, which is really rare. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Vol Outposts, which is really rare. I spent about, let's see how far I got. I was actually last time we I played this was when I was up here. I tried really hard to get there. Apparently there's nothing there. It just looks that way, and it's just a big old tease. So I wasted so much time right there. Then I found these two, and I kept going down because I wanted to find. Oh, that's really deep. I want to find these specifically. So got them, and I'm gonna head back up here just to mess around because I don't really like this is why I play Delve, to get these things for my recipes. But other than that, I mean it's fine to get some stuff. Like, you know what, let's do you know what, okay. The reason why I wanted to do Delve today was to show how to get to these right here. So we'll go back up here. No, let me see if I can already see this. That one might be difficult to get to. Maybe right here. We'll try this one. We'll do these two just because we can. I mentioned some time ago that I didn't want to give up damage for convenience for quality of life, but I've actually changed my mind about that. I've taken off this damage thing right here, and I've put in Unleash. Now, since the last time I showed my build, I replaced this, I replaced this, I replaced this, and I messed around with some of the elements on everything else. So it seems that I now have enough damage where I can actually give up this right here. I mean, when I do bosses, I still hold on to it, but just to get rid of riffraff, oh, I don't even need it. So now I don't gotta be summoning all the time. I can just do it every now and then. Wrong way. You can see how the darkness really gives them a kind of a buff. Interesting. I never really knew that. Anyway, I don't have a full thing of slow fight today, and I actually had to fill it up twice to get what I was looking for the other day, which are those chambers. So I actually did get to play around a lot, but since I couldn't really stream, well, I just want to find those just for collection's sake. Actually, now I have enough fusings to use the recipe. Would that be, which one would be easier? I have another one over here. All right, so I'll let you know. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's do this one. This one is okay. We'll do that one afterwards, and then you'll see why I had a little bit of trouble with this one right here. So you can find all kind of stuff here in Delve. That's all basic currency. That's a Legion encounter. Legion is, well, people tell me it's very lucrative, but honestly, if you want to make money out of a specific mechanic, you got to go all in on it. Like, you have to focus on it, because it'd be like you going from job to job to job. You know, let's say you work at McDonald's one day or for a week, then you work at Burger King for a different week, then I don't know, KFC for a different week. You're never gonna see enough of a return from any one place to actually see the big picture. You'll have to do it for longer for you to be able to come back and look at all the results and be like, okay, yeah, this was good or this was bad. But if you just focus um, on doing one mechanic, Like it'll pay off because you'll start to see returns much quicker than if you were to jump around from mechanic to mechanic. Not that you shouldn't jump from mechanic to mechanic, but just you'll start to see results quicker if you just stick to one. Not everybody's cup of tea. They like to go from place to place. Hey, that's fine too. Uh, but after you're done, like at the end of the day, before you go to bed, just check everything you picked up. Just price everything out and see how much you make. Because some people are sitting on a small fortune and they don't even know it. After all the delving I did, some explodey walls that I found here and there, just stuff like that. I got some resonators and I got some fossils, and it turns out that I was sitting at about 3 egg salts worth of fossils and I didn't even know it. I just it was just sitting in my stash, not doing anything. And like I realized yesterday actually, because yesterday was when I started liquidating all my items. I started pricing everything out, and I started with about 4 exalts and what about 400, maybe 600 chaos. That's what I started the day with. And by the time I got done selling everything that I wasn't using or planning on using, and so instead I just sold it. Right now I'm sitting at what? 30, I'm sitting at 31 exalts and like 800 chaos. Like all of that was just sitting in my stash. So you might be lamenting the fact that you only got I've only got 100 C and I'm not finishing maps very quickly. I'm jumping from mechanic to mechanic. Well, price everything out. Price any scarabs, any map fragments. What else? Map fragments. Well, when we get done here, I'll go show you what to price, and then we'll just finish that up just because we're there. But yeah, so now I'm like a 30 exalts. Yeah, more than that. If I were to turn all my chaos into exalts, I'd get around 42, maybe 40 exalts, and I still have like other stuff I'm waiting to sell. I'm waiting for it to sell. So yeah, I kind of got the idea of starting another build this morning. I'm still not. There's not much left for me to do on this character. I've gotten Sirius down. I've been to the point with the drops. I'm pretty much done with all my crafting for this character. I mean, the items aren't perfect. They could be perfect. But I don't really want to spend all my time just working on that. And we're only 5 weeks into the league. Maybe. We're about halfway through with the league, if not a little less than that. So, like, yeah, just thinking of starting a new build. I saw this one build on Reddit this morning. It was a cast on crit, Ice Nova, Discharge Slayer. That's like a lot of things, and I was looking at it. I was like, maybe that's what I want to do. I'm really interested in a Righteous Fire build. Maybe a Righteous Fire Auto Bomber. That one looked pretty interesting. It was a Righteous Fire Herald of Ash Auto Bomber. That one looked pretty interesting. But I still don't know. I'm trying to stay within like 10 exalts since I have them. But I want something that I can see if I like, so that the next league I can start with that and then just use that throughout the whole thing. But all right, we'll discuss that later if we get there. So what am I doing here? Here I want to show you all how to reach these nodes. There's something very important to remember. Any one of these nodes, including these ones, can only have 1 connection, 3 connections, or 4 connections. If you find any node and just trace them out, you will see that they will only have 1, 3, or 4 connections. So like this one, it's got 1, 2, 3. It's got 3. All right. It can have up to 4, but I don't see anywhere else. So 3. This one only has 1. This one has 3, right? This one has 3. Next one has 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see, there's no 2 connections. So if I want to reach here, that means that it's got to come from one of these nodes. Now, if we follow the rule I just talked about, we will see that this one has only 2 connections. Now that's not right. So more than likely, it'll be from here. And just to test the theory out, we'll go to it. All right. So we are here, and you want to go in a general left direction. Do I even have enough? Yeah. Okay. So we go to the left, or we want to go down, because these thing really only travels at 90 degrees. You know, it looks angled, but it's really just, it's probably like that, like that, like that. So either left or down. And if you see, this is up and this is right, right? So that's up and that's right. So we go this way. Oh, oh. I almost died on that one. Oh, and see, here we found it. So we're gonna blow it up. And we're gonna get back to the cart. Oh, where am I going? All right, and once you break open the wall that leads to a different one of the hidden rooms, well, there you go. So yeah, it's a little dangerous because you gotta have enough flares, you gotta have enough explosives, and you gotta remember your buttons because you almost never use these unless you delve a lot. So all my buttons are for other skills that I need. Weapon change, you know, those are the ones I really care about. Anything other than that, I gotta get used to it every time I gotta get used to it again every time I use it. Remember, you can always lay them out differently. Just go to UI, go to the options, go to the UI, or the control. I'll check it out after we get to our location. Oh, dang. This is another reason why I don't delve too much anymore. It's starting to get like really, it's gonna hit really hard. That's from an incubator. I have a good drop from incubators, which are Legion items. I've had polished scarabs drop, which are like the 7 to 8C. Oh, look at that. It's about what, 7C? Oh, hold on, I gotta turn that on. Oh, damn, we got a chat viewer. I'm so used to not having any that I wasn't paying attention. All right. But anyways, so how much is this divine orb is worth? How much? Look at that, 9C right there. Awesome. And anything currency wise, stuff like that, that sells. Some rare you might find on the ground that you're like, oh, this would be great for somebody. That might not sell so easily or as quickly, but eventually it might sell. All right, so we look over at this. So going back here, you see we have all this empty space that we had to fill, that we could have filled with a road, but there we go. So if we look at this one here, no, this one's only got one connection, so it's fine. This one's got one connection, it's fine. One connection, fine. One connection, fine. One connection, fine. Okay, so it can't be any of these right here. What about this one? It's got 1, 2, 3. It's not definite. 1, 2, 3. Again, not definite. 1, 2, 3. Probably not. This would be a little bit too convoluted right there. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 right here. Probably not here because this one, 3. Probably not here. 1, 2, 3, maybe here. But this one seems the most likely just because it's close enough, and look, a quick 90 here will do without having to go like that, like that, like that. I wouldn't put it past them, but yeah. So let's go with that one. We'll go there. So as long as you follow those rules, if you find a two link, you know that's definitely the one. Oh, I gotta go back and get some flares and stuff. Just I'll remember next time before we go into the darkness. Anyway, somebody oh, also, one of the reasons why I want to point out those primeval chambers was so you could see the level at which they are. So if you're looking to, if you need those two, and you keep going down and you still don't see them, and you start to die too often, like, hey, maybe just go back up a bit, and we'll check that. We'll check the depth before I forget. And now you're like, you don't gotta go deeper than that. I mean, taking the RG into account, you might, just because, well, just because it's RNG. So your stuff might not be until 1,000 levels down. I don't know. It's RNG. Gotta have some faith, I guess. I wonder if it's blasphemous if I wonder if it's blasphemous if I say that I got more faith in RNG Jesus than I do in real Jesus. I didn't say it. I'm only asking if. All right. So we're going to. Oh, I gotta go back for more. Okay, so hold on. Before I keep forgetting stuff. All right, so this is depth 166, and this is depth 170. So there you go. You got just get to 66 or 70, and then just start going sideways. And now you have proof that they can spawn at such a low. Hell, well, Primeval Chamber can spawn at 170. That might be the lowest it can spawn at, but now you know. This one here's got a much lower threshold. This one spawns at 113. So yeah, look, there's all these hidden rooms here, and usually they're decent decent nodes. And by decent, I don't mean that they're different. They're the same type as other nodes. They're just rarer occurrences of them, like a currency or whatever. Tier 3 stuff. All right, gotta buy me some. Definitely more of these. Yeah, we got enough duration on those. Go ahead and get one more of these. There we go. All right. Now let's go mining. So we're gonna bank on it being left. So
I need more mana.
not that way. Oh, definitely not that way.
When I'm ready, I'm not.
Alright, so that was a bad read. Because I think if we head this way, it'll take us that way. It's a good idea. That's why it's a good idea to kind of empty out all the nodes around you, just so you know which nodes are already laid out and which ones, what quote unquote roads you have open to you. See, I was coming all this way. Hell, I almost made it without the cart, but it would have been useless. I still got 5. I still got 5 of those. It should be good. Alright, so can it be here? No, because that's only one. Let's go back over here. Oh, see? So, top, bottom. Came this way, that way. So if we're going to go left, technically we got to go down. So let's see if that's going to do something for us. Nope, not at all. Maybe up here? Maybe. Don't worry, I got a foolproof way to get out of this, even if I'm in a bad spot. It's a little cheating, but whatever. I still got. Oh dang. It's cheating a little, but well, I don't really care. Oh yeah, so here we go. That's how you do it. That's a legit streamer strat for hardcore. Hopefully I didn't die. Oh, I did. It doesn't matter. I made it to level 96. I think one of the highest levels I've ever been at. And I'm pretty proud of that. And I don't have no desire to get up to any higher. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't think it's worth the effort. Yeah, I didn't die. Awesome. It's so stressful worrying about dying because you die once and you're back like an hour, 2 hours of loss. Ugh. Talk about ulcers. So yeah, I don't really care if I die in Path of Exile. So as you can see, these are a lot more difficult to kind of suss out. Let's try this one over here. They're a little bit more difficult to suss out if it's not it's not the two connections which make it so easy. It's a lot more difficult, but it's possible. Now, if you're noticing something weird about my audio, good ear. I went over to sound. Oh, don't lose that. And I put channel count to low. It sounds a lot worse now. Like you can only hear one sound per cycle or whatever. Like it just cuts the amount of things you can hear down by a lot. And apparently it does wonders for your for gameplay. Weirdly enough. Because yeah, it's a lot less lag. The game hiccups a lot less often, and yeah, that's terribly optimized. But what can you do? I mean, besides not giving them money to play their badly optimized game, but I don't know. It's just it's so rewarding sometimes. Like last night, I found a harvest, and I traded a 1C item, and I got a what was that, a 9C item back. Like God, it's so rewarding sometimes. Okay, so let's see if we can get it down here. Oh, it's gonna be it. Yeah, we got it this time. See, but we followed the rules. 1, 3, and 5. Yeah, see, okay. We're gonna do it just because it's a reward. Oh, wrong way.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Alright, what are we gonna do after this? This is all I want to show you how to get to those places. Well, yeah, I guess the chambers are pretty easy to figure out. So I wouldn't be too worried about all you smarties figuring out what to do in those areas. Oh no, you don't. Oh, he got me. Ah, but he was too far away. See, when he blows like that, if he's close to the cart, he'll snub out the candle or whatever that is, and then you'll be in the dark for a while. So it'll be a little bit unsafe. But he was too far away to affect the cart, which worked out in my favor. See, now I don't have any trouble maintaining 17 animate weapons. And I don't worry too much about it. Only thing I'm missing out is slightly more damage because I got a frostbite on hit ring. And every time I do that, they all get frostbite, which is they get a less defense for cold. And so it really helps out in damage. Oh. So I started with the build I mentioned in in that video long ago. What was it? Poe Tactics 9 or whichever one of those I switched over from TR to this build. I started out with that build, and then I started modifying it to kind of fit more what I wanted from it, and so far it's turned out great. Let's see what we get. Look at that Chaos Orb, Ball Orbs. Ball Orbs are what, 2 for 1C right now? Some people really like chaosing stuff, so it's worth it to them. And always you can just, you know, go back the way you came, explore a little bit. You might get lucky finding something or other. Like this, lost loot, nothing good, unfortunately. So you gotta remember, every time you do that, it costs a little bit of azurite, because that's what a flare costs, and that's what oh, see, he put out the candles. Interesting. Oh, I couldn't get through. Ooh, okay, this one's... Look at that, nice. That one was kind of expensive. Oh, look at this, pure azurite. How many is it? Plus 241? That's not bad. Alright. Can always explore these areas. Just, you know, quickly, see if you find anything. Oh, damn it. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Don't die. Alright, but that was pretty much it. Remember, you find one of these lost rooms, or hidden rooms, just do that quick 1, 3, and 4 connections only math, and then it'll get easier to suss out the one that you need to do. Like this one. 1, 2. I don't think that counts as one. So it would more than likely be this one. Look, 95% certain it'd be this one. Or this. You know what? Maybe that does count, because this one right here is also has 2. Let's see, 1, 2. So yeah, 97% sure that it'd be this one right here. Oh, I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's it for that. Like this one right here. This one has 4, so it can't be that one. This one has 2. I mean, this one has 1. This one has 1. This one has 3. This one right here has 2, so it would definitely be this one that leads to one of these right here. What else? What other ones? They're not that many, but sometimes they're exactly what you're looking for, item-wise anyways. Mana or curse items, huh, interesting. Anyways, explore at your leisure, and now you know how to find those hidden rooms. And we've gone really deep. If you're ever short on sulfite, just use Nico missions. Hell, go to lower tier maps and do the Nico missions there. You get, I think you get 1 color every day. 1 of each master of each color every day, I think you get. I'm not sure about every color, but at least one of each master that you get every day. All right.
Hello.
All right. So now we're gonna talk about Blight.
Keep your life to your own.
I'm sure you've run into Sister Kasha here. Oh, she's one of the best. I like the hymns that she's singing whenever you find her. It's like that good old fire and brimstone kind of hymn. It's hilarious. But anyways, so you talk to her, and by this point, and by this point I mean end game, when you're running maps, you should already have started messing around with this a little bit. If you see right here, I have what's called an anointment. It's an enchantment above the implicit. So my anointment is allocates death attunement. Now, if you're wondering how
When I'm
you
ready,
get
but
those,
not before.
well, somebody, like everything else PoE related, has made a has made an app to make it easy. So let me show you all my web page. Always gotta do a new one. All right, so here is Google Chrome, and you see I type in PoE Blight Helper, and this is what you're looking for. Blight Helper tool. Well, actually, not that one. Sorry, this one. Blight Helper Path of Exile, and it brings you to this web page. So see, you can anoint amulets, you can anoint rings, you can anoint blighted maps. If you've been playing Path of Exile, you might have received one of these maps that looks like it's like charred, like charcoal with a little bit of fire left in it. So let's say amulet, all these kind of anointments are different. They all give you different things. Amulet anointment gives you a skill, a passive skill. So, for example, let's say mine, Death Attunement. I have Death Attunement on my amulet. So you're gonna click on amulet because you see it takes different amount of oils per thing. So we'll click on amulet, and you look for the skill that you're looking for. For me, it was Death Attunement, and there it is. And you see you click on the skill you want, and it'll tell you what you need. You need 1 silver oil, 1 crimson oil, and 1 clear oil. So let's say I want to get rid of this one, and I had another amulet waiting for me, and I have one. Now, normally you have to go to Kaja, but Cassia, I don't know. But I have this stash tab that I bought like an idiot, and so I can do my own anointments here. So it was a crimson, a silver, and a teal? No, see, that's wrong. Be careful because if you get one of these wrong, you'll get a different skill. Azure, nope, it wasn't that either. Nope. All right, I gotta check again. Hold on. I got a short memory. Clear. That makes sense. And there you go, Death Attunement. Now, if I were to hit Anoint, it would allocate Death Attunement to this amulet. And now if you want to see where Death Attunement is, it's all the way over here. You see, I would have spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skill points I want to get up here. Yeah, that I wasn't gonna do that, but I needed that because it gives me the 1 extra Spectre for this build. And then, well, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I wanted that for the extra Spectre. So I went ahead and did that, and now it gave me Death Attunement. Now, clear, silver, and crimson in that order. Clear, silver, crimson. Let's do it this way. That still gives a Death Attunement. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter what order you put them in. Good for that. All right, now we'll go back to this web page. So again, just know what skill you're looking for, and then just type it in. For example, I gotta find it on my. Let's say Transfiguration of Soul. Right here, Tranquility, I guess is what it's called. See, even if you don't know the word, as long as it's part of that, you're looking for Tranquility. You need 2 Goldens, which are right now like 30C each, and 1 Azure, which is what, 3C? I don't know. So this anointment would cost you 65C or so. And also, if you only have certain numbers, you can kind of play with what you got, see what it'll give you. Anyway, this is a great tool to help you look for stuff. All right, now we'll talk about ring anointments. If you haven't played any Blight, it's basically a tower defense game, and these are all your skills. You have fire, ice, lightning, summon, physical, and buff. So each one of these has three different things. So a fireball tower can turn into a flamethrower, or it can turn into a meteor. So it starts off as fireball, just a flamethrower or a meteor. Same with these two. This one turns into either these two. This one turns into either these two. This one turns into either, etc., etc., etc. So the one I'm using right now is Scout Tower Range, and I'll show you why. I recently started playing with this last night, and I never really done Blight before, endgame Blight, but I kind of like it now, which kind of just keeps reinforcing what I've been saying, that the more you know how to play this game, the funner it is, or the more fun you can get out of it. And it's a great way to make some C on the side without really that much work. And I'll show you how I run one of these maps now. So this is what I anointed. I anointed Scout Tower and range on it, so they could fire faster. So I would need one violet oil and one teal oil per ring. Apparently they stack. I didn't know that. So we're back to game. You can see where enchanted Scout Towers have 20% increased range on both rings. So my Scout Towers now have 50% increased range, which is great. That's what we wanted. So we're up to that. Now we're gonna look back here because there's one more thing you can anoint if you remember this web page. You can anoint maps. Now if you look at this list right here, it'll tell you what each oil does. Excuse me. To the map. Wow, excuse me. Alright, so the one I usually use is amber oil. As you can see, it reduces cost of building and upgrading towers. Now you'll see why this is important once we excuse me, let me get some drink. Well, another thing about it, I dropped my microphone close to my throat, so you might have heard the swallowing. I don't know, kind of disgusting. Let me know in the comments. I'll never do it again. Wow. Alright, so as I was saying, you might think that you put these into the map device along with the map, because that makes sense. To me anyway, that's what I try to do. But what you want to do is you want to anoint the map. So here to tell you what each one does, but usually I'll go with one amber oil, which reduces cost of building and upgrading, and this one right here, teal oil, because it makes 5 blight chests lucky per teal oil. Now when you're wondering, for example, this one right here does 10 blight chests for lucky. This one does 15 blight chests for lucky. Well, this is worth 15 chaos now. Closer to the beginning of the league, it's like 20 chaos. Crimson chaos right now might not be too expensive. Let me see. It's worth 3C right now, so you know what? That might not be a bad idea. I'm definitely not using this one, but I might use that one. 2 of these. Do I have 2 of them? Yeah, I got 2 of them. Let's try that. Alright, so if we're going to, let's say I wanna use 2 crimson oils and 1 amber oil. That means I'll have 20 blight chests, 20 lucky blight chests, and I'll be 20% reduced cost of building and upgrading towers. Okay, makes sense. Pretty explanatory. So I need to get me a map, and I need to anoint 2 crimsons and 1 amber on it. And luckily for me, I already have that stuff. So, so here's your golden oil, silver oil. This one's still pretty high tier. So, yeah. Alright, here's all my maps. They come with a convenient map stash tab here for blighted maps, which is actually pretty nice. Still not worth the 15 bucks they charge, or however much it was. You know what? I'm gonna save the crimsons right now. I'm going to use the teal oils, I think. Yeah, give us 5 lucky blight chests, and we'll do it with one of these. This one right here. Now, the way you want to upgrade these maps, you don't have to worry about using alchemy stones on these maps. All you're gonna, oh no, I just said not to do that. Only thing you have to do is make sure that it's chiseled up to 20%, and there you go. Now we're gonna anoint it. So we want to make sure that it gets no, not that one. It's amber. That looks like amber, right? This looks more like orange. Actually, an amber stone actually looks like that. All right. 20% reduced cost of building and upgrading towers. 5 blight chests are lucky. There we go. 10 blight chests are lucky. So there's what we want. That's what our map is at 20%. Oils. And there we go. So see, it enchants it as having 10 blight chests are lucky and 20% reduced cost. And that's all you gotta do for the maps. So don't worry about making the mob stronger or anything with using stones of alchemy. Alright, so we're gonna activate. Something's missing here. Oh, right, I died.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Alright, so these maps have no enemies in them. It's just the empty map. Is she gonna sing? I heard her geared up for it. Alright, I guess not. So this is what these maps look like. Oh, I guess you can't walk in there. I don't know if that's supposed to look like that. It always has, but I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like. Alright, if you've done Blight, you know that once you hit this button here, whole shoots of vines are gonna go out so much ways, and you're gonna get monsters that are gonna pop up. So that's how it's gonna start. We got 20% reduced cost of building towers, so we're gonna start with that first. So let's go. Let's start it. So there's our first vine headed out this way. Oh man, those are really spread out. I think I'm gonna wait. Hopefully I'm gonna get more towers closer to here. Because the main strategy for scout towers is build scout towers and then build an empower tower to support it. Preferably I would have a empower tower surrounded by scout towers that will empower all those scout towers. But saying scout towers too quickly after each other kind of makes my mouth feel weird. Alright, so and it takes alright, it started, you get a 5-minute timer. We're still not building anything just because right, I want better layout of these towers here. This layout is terrible. Let's start building these things though. already have one. No, it's going the other way. Well, this isn't good. There's a bad layout already. Alright, but them's doing their job. So I'm gonna do this one here. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this an empower one. I see him getting closer. I won't let him. Man, I'm getting like really terrible placement for these things. Alright, the good thing is that all of those gotta head through right here. Let's see, we're gonna get a good amount of scout towers here to. Oh, we gotta go take care of this boss right here. Gonna make this one another scout tower. Music here is really good. I forgot to turn it up before I started, but I gotta remember next time. All right, we still got all these to go through, so I gotta start building more scout towers. And I gotta build them down here. Yeah. Dang, there's a whole bunch of enemies coming right through there. Alright, that's taken care of for now. I gotta create more towers over here. I still need... I don't have... Oh, there's a ton of bosses coming over this way. Come on, take the other one down. Alright, it's gone. Whew. I completely almost got overwhelmed right there. Alright, good. Got a decent setup going on over there. And now we're gonna do more. We'll do this one here. Another boss. Getting a bit overwhelmed here. Alright, that should be good. Need to build more out here, but I don't got any good... Oh, I got that placement right there. Oh, I got nothing over here? Okay, let's start building here. I got pulled away because there was a boss coming. Alright, now it's starting to look better. So see, I'm kind of not even worrying about anything besides the bosses. Whoa, dang. That's what I get for not paying attention. You gotta pay attention. If you want to make things easier on yourself, do 2 amber oils, just because it reduces the cost of all these by another 20%, which the first time I did it that way with the minus 40%, I had no problems. Alright, I gotta focus on where to put more of these. Alright, we'll turn this one into another minion tower. Hardest part is really navigating this, or keeping track of this whole map with only the limited mini map, and yeah, just a general Path of Exile shortcomings. But alright, it's starting to slow down. I think we pretty much got it. We just gotta... I could start looting now, I guess, but just gotta make it through through these last couple of mobs. We're almost done. I've heard tell that golemancers can just, they don't even gotta worry about the towers. They just sit in the middle, wait for all the mobs to come to them. And look at that. Map's done. All the visual clutter is gone. I really should. Oh, you know what? I do have a different. Now that I'm just looting, I can take out my loot filter, and we'll put it to. I guess ratio for some reason. There we go. Now I don't gotta see all the enemy weapons that I don't need to see right now. All right, so this is all we gotta do. All you gotta do is to just loot the whole map. So let's start. All right, not bad, not bad. What else we got? Now this is a lot of oils. You'll be like, so what? I don't need. I only need the ambers and I only need the teals. I don't need the other ones. Well, yeah, but I'll show you something you can do with them later. Oh, look at that. One chaos orb. By the way, a map like this, and by a map like this, I mean almost any blighted map. It's selling right now for. It's selling right now for. Sorry, I got distracted by that empower. Spearmint damage. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that too. Right now, any blighted map is selling from about 7 to 8 chaos. And yeah, you might get 8 chaos. You know, why don't you just sell and get the chaos instead of actually doing all this? Well, because like anything else, you might get lucky. This support that I just the empower support that I just picked up, that's worth 3C. This monstrous treasure here, this is worth 10C. So I don't think any of these. Look, that's worth 3C, 3C, 1C. Okay, so just right here, just in that little stuff I picked up, I already got what, 15C? And that's not even counting the actual currency. So yeah. Look, another chaos orb. This is just okay. This is probably the rest of the video, just me looting stuff and being surprised at what I get. I'll try that one. All this other stuff looks actually. See how much this stuff is worth. I don't think I've picked those shark-looking boots before. Not in this game, anyways. Yeah, that was very terrible. Ancient shards. Those are worth not a lot, but a whole ancient orb is worth like 20 chaos right now. Look at that, a crimson oil. That's what I say that was worth, like 3C. And that'll, you know, and maybe you don't want to use maybe you want to get as many lucky chests but have it easier. Well, you can use that one crimson oil you got instead of 2 teal oils, and now you can choose a higher tier map. And you can use 1 crimson and use 2 ambers. So now you got 10 lucky chests and you got 40% cost on all the towers. I don't need that. Alright, look, we still got all this to loot right here. Most of these screaming essences, they're about 5C each. Let's see. Well, I guess I'm lying. I checked and they're only 1C each. So alright, maybe that wasn't bad. Maybe those aren't so great. Oh, these are good. The rest of these are good too. Oh, and I'm full of stuff already. Wow. Okay. See, there's so much you can't even carry it in one trip. can stay there for now. Yeah, they can stay there for now too. Nope, not that one. God, sometimes this takes too long to just put loot away. Do I have one of these yet? I already have one of those.
Greetings.
All right.
Keep your life to your own.
I'm probably never gonna play heist. Not this league, anyways. I don't know why I keep those with me. How late have we been running already? 55. All right, that should be just enough time to. Sorry, that should be just enough time to finish looting out that whole map. All right, we're empty again. All right, those are all this breachstone stuff. That's pretty good. Look at all these oils. Now, a lot of people will always try to anoint because well, it's a whole nother passive skill. You know, what was it, a medium skill node? So it's pretty powerful stuff. Oh no, maybe this one's worth 5C? No, it's also worth 1C, huh? I guess I haven't priced those sextants out. Let's see. Awakened sextant is 1.5. What else? Don't hide stuff from me. Alright, and then we got just one more armor node. This way, yeah. So as you can see, a 7 or 8C map ended up giving me about, I don't even know how much this stuff is. People will almost always buy these stack decks because sometimes people like to spend a half an hour gambling. It's fun, I guess. Yes, but as you can see, I got a whole bunch of these lower tier oils, and they might not sell for much. They might be able to sell 20 of these for 1C. But if you don't want to start down that road, you can just upgrade, and 3 of these will sell as one higher version of these. So 46, and it'll give me 40. So 37 and 22, right? All right. Now let's say you don't have. Oh damn. Let's say you don't have this stash tab. You're starting to not pile up on all these oils. So, you know what? I don't want to do that many yet. So let's say this is what happens. You go to any vendor, you take all your oils that you want to convert, and for every 3 you sell, you'll get one of the next tier higher. So let me do it this way. I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but it didn't come out that way because I overthought it.
Journey well.
No,
Greetings.
not that. So if we sell 1 clear oil, it'll give us a sepia oil. Oh, I'm sorry. If I sell 1 stack of 3, it'll give me 1 sepia. If you sell 4 or 5, anything between divisible of 3, you'll start getting identification scroll scraps back, and those aren't worth it. But let's say, you know, you get you turn wait, accept. Right, and then we're gonna try to sell 1 sepia and 3 clear. See, it'll give us another sepia, and it'll give us trash for this sepia that we're selling. So let's finish selling these, and then if we sell 3 of these, it'll give us 1 amber. So that's how you turn lower tier oils into higher tier oils if you don't have this one. Honestly, this one ain't worth it, but whatever. Alright, so I hope that video was informative. hopefully it answered some questions about Delve that you might not even know you had, and help you find those lost nodes. And other than that, again, I never really played Blight, endgame Blight before. I would do the map ones, but as you can see, the actual Blight endgame's not that bad. And you're gonna have the oils to spare, so might as well use them. And you end up turning 10, 12C into a lot more than that. You might get a golden oil that might pay for the next 3 maps, you know? But it's all about just finding something you want to work on and working on that. You know, if it's Alva Temples, run Alva. If it's a June missions, run June missions. You know, get to the end game of each of these activities or each of these elite mechanics as fast as possible so you can start getting rewarded for it. I know I kind of sent mixed messages throughout this whole video about getting to end game and making money and specializing, and it kind of just all came together right now. But I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I really didn't. I didn't. I'm gonna delete that.